show you what we want to show. So, me and Kennedy might hang out, but that don't mean that we together. So, I really just want to express to y'all that everything is great, everything is cool, but enjoy. Go off, y'all. I know it was kind of short.
You just crying. We didn't know it was red. You was simping over here, bro.
Welcome back to my channel. Don't kill me. I'm sorry. You know what? I feel like I have to tell y'all sorry a lot, and I just need to stop being sorry, and I need to do better. But
okay,
I'm done traveling.
That makeup is not it,
really
but okay, we're going out with
really
it.
Draining. And a lot of times I don't remember to record, and then a lot of times my book is a little. I honestly don't know what size 6 wears. She was at 4. Another day. Mine was spicy. You like spicy? They were spicy. It tastes like you didn't put no seasoning.
And every time I watch 7, she always got a poop out.
Huh?
Every time I watch 7, she
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC
This shit looks so
Kansas City
far,
Chiefs
bro.
taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, what a turnaround for the Giants. Try these numbers on for size, CD. 6-10, 6-10, 11-5, 3-13, 5-11. That's the last 5 seasons in New York. But now here they are, champions of the NFC, looking for their 5th ever Super Bowl title.
And truthfully, even with all those records you just recited, it hasn't been that long of a wait for them to get back to another Super Bowl. Remember, they won Super Bowl 42 and 46 over the New England Patriots. Now, they got some fortuitous plays in those games, right? You think we'll see another helmet catch? You think that's possible for the Giants to get one of those as they try to win another title?
Well, David Tyree's not on the roster.
He's not on the roster, but they'll be trying their best to create some magic like those Giants
I wish Darby would just play underneath that, bro.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This
I'm
is
gonna fuck this defense
and he'll
up.
get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down.
Who the
It'll
fuck
set up
run
a
this
2nd
shit?
and 7.
3 down linemen.
On 2nd down now, Barkley.
Damn, I got
He'll
fucking
get only
stuck.
a couple down to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
This shit risky as fuck. That nigga Jones is a fucking dog.
You control the ball, and that way you often control
Double
the
team
game.
that big nigga.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A good pick up there of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off
my
for
line
them,
is so
to
ass.
show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Barkley.
No, that nigga got some run defense. He gonna make me pass the ball.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Of course he dropped shit.
Down throw, but it
it's only in Madden, bro.
Incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick by Rosas is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now.
Why the fuck that nigga got more?
Later and try and put it in the end zone.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tip.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Lorenzo Carter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off down near the 5. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on first down.
Damn, but they
Barkley,
cannot block
and they
Jones.
went the wrong way there.
I'm
Losing
gonna have
yardage
to do
back
this.
at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the gun on 3rd down.
Now look at that
Jones.
shit. Now look at that
Nowhere
shit.
to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
That's on target, but
Damn,
it's
he
no
missed that
good.
bit.
He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, Mike 20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Barkley.
Damn, bro, they made me do that cut.
Quickly in the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Let's go.
Jones on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Here's Sanu on the catch. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Set the tone.
Jones now. Throwing on 3rd and long.
Damn, I threw that right at that nigga.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Clay Matthews. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, defense, let's go.
Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. Chris Jones on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now, Barkley.
Go, 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 run, run, run!
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go! Hey, dude, 90 full. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. You don't want none of that. Give it. Go. 44, Mike, hit it.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Nowhere to escape,
just no
and he
time
goes
to throw
down.
at all.
Terrell Suggs. What a play by him. That's going to
What
go
am I
as a
supposed
loss
to
of
do?
13.
The O-line just garbage.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jones, throwing on 4th down.
Of course.
The pass is intercepted. He was
only in Madden, bro.
Picked off near the 26.
It's only in fucking Madden.
20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me,
Madden, where that pass is not being made.
We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Because he fucked him up.
Instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I get ball at half. I got to score.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're
supposed
to do.
I'm lagging, bro.
Good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. 2
runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I can't throw the ball.
Creeping up on a minute
to
play
get
in this first half.
I throw the ball and get
now
set.
Going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go.
I throw the ball, he gonna sack my. Just like that.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the. Now, 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well,
and that's touchdown. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Because that nigga was burnt.
Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Fuck.
He's going to air one out.
God damn, bro. I got caught on my fucking D lineman.
Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 61
thought I'll pick cover 3.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline
I don't know what he's
that
doing
drives
on
you
defense,
berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage.
Yeah, I lost this shit.
Line. That's going to go down as a
loss of if I throw the ball, all I'm going to do is get sacked.
Right. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Twist, watch the twist. 5. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Pick me up. Here we go. Let's go 5. Hey,
now Jones operating from the gun.
And that's a pick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But who traded these niggas? His D-line. But how the fuck does they get Terrell Suggs? Fuck. I need to stop trading with people. Like, damn. You got some good-ass fucking teams.
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 22, Jackson. He's going to take a shot. This is
he caught it, didn't he?
Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
I can see.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That second down play nets a -4.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley.
I did not want to run it that way. Oh, shit.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
God damn.
Yardage back at the 27.
He only has 3 down fucking linemen, bro.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very
only
satisfied
3 down
right now by
linemen.
what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Mike 20. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 26, check 26. Hey, orbit. Let go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, 44. General West. No, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Kill. Shoot.
On first down, Jones.
And that's a pick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.